Well, hello everyone. It's Carla from Casey Creates, and I'm here with a whole bunch of stuff that I've been picking up over the last week or so from the thrift store. And so I have a cup of tea and a little bit of time, and I hope you do too, because I'd love to sit and have a little chat and just show you some of the things I've been gathering and talk about maybe some of the direction I'm hoping to go this year with my crafting. And to wish you a very happy new year if I haven't already. I hope it's off to a really good start, and that you're expecting blessings and a better year than last year. Let's all hope and pray for that. So I'm just going to get started because I'm almost forgetting what's in these bags. You know what? I'll start with the thrift store that I discovered I can actually get to if I wanted to by walking. And my son and I did something really fun the other day. We forged a path through the woods to see if we could make our own trail out to the main road that takes you to the thrift store, and we did, and it was like a little adventure. We even had a little stream we had to put a bunch of logs across in order to walk across it, and it was a real crisp, cold kind of day, so it was fun. Anyway, I started thinking if I bought too much, it wouldn't be a fun walk home. It'd be a fun walk there. So this is what I'm thinking. Excuse me. Next year, I really want to make my Christmas a little more primitive and woodsy. So this year, while I was at the thrift store, all of their Christmas was 80% off. And I went ahead and gathered up a few things that I think would go under the I don't know, idea of primitive Christmas, like baskets and wood. And anyway, so I found this, which I think is just so pretty. It's a basket with the flat reed, and it looks kind of primitive to me, and it already had the greenery in there and the little apple picks. So I probably will rearrange it a little bit and spruce it up some because it looks a little tattered. But I found that, and I thought that would be really pretty little wall hanging on just a plain wall. I don't know, I've been watching videos like the Cottage Fairy and some of the ones that live really simple and just out in a cabin in a secluded wooded area in the mountains and things like that, and it's I don't know, I find that like I'm drawn to that, and probably wouldn't mind living like that. They cook real simple from their gardens. And anyway, so I found that, and then look at this adorable sweet teddy bear. So I thought I could work him in to something real simple. He was only 50 cents, and then she gave me 80% off because he was in the Christmas stuff. I don't even know what 80% off 50 would be, like what, 15 cents? Something super inexpensive. What else? Then I found these, the weighted, they're weighted stocking hooks. But I thought they'd be pretty on the fireplace, and then just put like greenery, cedar and pine, and I don't know, I have an idea. They were $3.50 each, but again, they were 80% off. So, and they're really heavy, so whatever I put on them, it'll support the weight. And my goal was to not go crazy because I do want it to be sort of a minimalist, understated, primitive look. But this was so pretty to me, so sweet. The little pegs in the heart cut out, and it's wood. And I could just see hanging something real simple and understated on here. So I'm going to put all of this in for Christmas decorations next year. And then it'll also allow me to still use my woodland forest Christmas tree next year, but I'm not going to use my really bright colorful one next year. And I'm already on to next year because I'm holding out great hope for next Christmas. Then I found this really wonderful crock. I think it's about 5 inches tall, and it's got this metal clasp. Do I know how to do it? Yeah, like that. And it's probably like a butter crock, or I don't know, you could put anything in it. It's made really well, but it doesn't have like a stamp or anything on it, so I don't know what kind of ceramic ware it is. I just thought it was really nice. And it was, anything that was Christmas was 80% off, and anything that wasn't Christmas was still 50% off. Which, this one seals really nice and tight. So that looked kind of primitive to me. And then the other things, oh, and then the last things that I got that I considered sort of primitive looking were these wooden wine goblets. Don't they remind you of what Jesus might have drunk out of at the Last Supper? Anyway, I thought they were really nice. And they were marked at $1 each, so I got 2 for $1. And they're in very good condition. So I picked those up. Oh, and then I also got these checked placemat or table mats, and there's 4 of them, and I thought that would be a really pretty color. It's more of a cranberry red, and they look kind of old to me. So I'm gonna do my place settings. They have little emblems that I'll probably take off. I don't know, maybe don't need to, but anyway, I'm going to use these as the placemats for my table setting next year. And I'm just going to label the box and put these all away so I don't forget I have it. That tends to happen at Christmas. I don't go through my things before I go to the store and end up buying things I don't need, so I try not to let that happen again. Then I got this basket, which I can't really get it in the camera for you, but I think you can see it. It's pretty big. It's about 8 by 8 or 10 by 10. It's got the balsa wood handle. Put it down this way so you can see it a little better maybe. Yeah, so this is upside down, but it's the best I can do for this camera angle. And I thought that would be pretty. I'm going to maybe stain it and put some apples or a bunch of pine cones or something in there. I might actually use this before Christmas. But again, it was very inexpensive. This is $1.75 for this. And I don't know if you're interested in how much things cost or not, but I'm still working on my little tea sets that I'm going to put a teacup and sugar cubes and tea bags and gift them, or even maybe put them in my Etsy shop. But I thought these little oval boxes were really cute. It's a decoupage with napkin or decoupage paper. And then inside, put a little bundle. I bought these really small organza bags that I thought would be neat to put sugar cubes in. And maybe even tuck a tea bag in there, and then make the box decorative and pretty to go in the box. Let me show you. I think I can give you a general idea. There's a video of one that I did, but I bought these little crates from the Dollar Tree. Isn't that sweet with the heart cut out? And I'm going to paint them. I'm going to antique them and put crackle paint on them, and then line them with some pretty paper, And then inside I'm hoping to put a teacup. And then also I found this really pretty basket. And it's literally about 4x4 square, 5x5. And this is for me to take into the woods and sit and have a cup of tea. So my plan is to bring a thermos with hot water. And then I have a little tea. I like Splenda, but I also have raw sugar. So this is just for me. So I would pack it a little differently if I was going to make it as a little gift set. But I wanted to show you how I want to decorate the little tray. And then in the tray put a pretty teacup, which I think this one is so pretty. And also put the little container with the tea bags and the sugar cubes. And then I was playing with these little water balloon lanterns, where you take a napkin and make a little lantern. And because this one has the pansies on it, I had some decoupage paper that I made by copying onto rice paper, and made a little lantern. And I'm just going to show you. They are so sweet. And once I get it all decorated, I'll come back and show you, but I thought it'd be really pretty to make just a little, I don't know, ambiance, serene little tray that has the little lantern and the teacup, and maybe a little even small note cards to read. I don't know. I'm still playing with the idea. Tell me what you think. I think this is going to be so much fun. I've already had a ball making the little lanterns, and I ran into Hobby Lobby today specifically to find the rings that I want to use as the foot, and so I found these. Oops, they just spilled out. 1 second. I'll get them all back in here. I think people who do sewing, embroidery, or I'm not sure what these rings are for, but I'm going to use them to glue on the bottom of my lanterns. And because they're plastic, I'm also going to take a really tiny lace trim and kind of camouflage that plastic little foot. There's all kinds of ways I could embellish these, but I think I just want them to be really nice and subtle. And so I also have some dried flower ones that I did, where I decoupaged the flower into the layers of tissue. Those are really pretty, but I'll do a different video and show you my little lanterns, and then I'll finish that one too. But I had luck finding these rings today because they were half off. I didn't go crazy buying them. I want to use them up, and then if I need more, I'll go buy some more. But the ones that I'm really excited about are larger, and I found these really pretty wooden rings. I want to keep them real earthy, and so I thought these really pretty wooden rings, can you see that, would make a nice foot on the bottom of the lantern. So I bought these. That's probably how I'll spend a lot of my evening tonight. My husband's working late, so I'm gonna just take advantage and do some crafting. And then I bought some of this, it looks tea-dyed. It's a beautiful color tissue paper, and I'm gonna use it to make more of those more natural, neutral toned lanterns. And then also at the thrift store I found this really sweet package of tiny little paper flowers. They're really small. I don't know if I have anything to compare it to, but it's about the size of a dime in circumference. It's really tiny. Those were so cheap. They were like 50 cents. So I got the trays, the little picnicky basket that fits my teacup and tea things so nicely. And these were, I thought, a really good deal because you can decorate these in so many ways. So I'm happy with those. And then more baskets. These are really tiny ones. Could probably use them like for party favors. They're really old, I think, too. But really cute. Oh, that one's broken. Which wouldn't be a problem. You could always bend it and glue it back together and put a little embellishment there. So they're old. They've probably been crushed many times. Because these also came from the thrift store. Yeah, that one's broken too. It doesn't bother me though. And they were 50 cents for 6 of these. It's a really good deal. They can be painted and embellished so sweetly. I grabbed some cupcake papers. Before we know it, St. Patrick's Day will be here. Anyway, these were 50 cents. Did I show you that? Because I'm looking at it and not sure if I was just showing you a bunch of glare. But for 50 cents, there's 75 of those. That's quite a few. So I hope you all had wonderful holidays. I don't remember if I've done a video since. Yeah, I did the tea tray one. But I want to show you these because they're stainless steel shakers that I thought were just such a great deal. Let me see if, oh, there we go. They go like this, oops, like this, and then locks like that. I'm not sure this actually goes with these, do they? I don't think that one really goes with that. It might, but then there's this one that's got the little sifter thing. I think either one could be for powdered sugar, but I've been wanting one for powdered sugar. I think you could probably use any of these for powdered sugar. But for stainless steel and $4, the reason I don't think this one goes with it is because it is stained and it looks like a different kind of, more of a brushed steel than a chrome looking steel. And these are all in some shape or form shakers. And I love that they have the plastic lid. So I'll clean them all up and decide what to put. Maybe powdered sugar and cinnamon sugar and, I don't know, the seasoning my kids like on french fries or something like that. But that was a really good deal for $2. Then I found a ricer, and I've always wanted one of these because I like doing homemade soup, and I don't mind manual gadgets. I like them better than electric gadgets because you can use them electricity or not, and I can store it better. Big electric choppers and things like that require more storage space, which I don't have. So I'm excited to have this. And then what is that? Is it called Spätzle? You know, the noodles that you just kind of push them through and they drop down in the water. Anyway, I'm gonna try that with these two. So I got a ricer for $2.50. That's the clock I got my husband. A different bird chirps every hour. What time is it? Oh, 4 o'clock. What else? Okay, and then I was super excited, you guys, because my mom when she passed away, of course, we went through things, and people were just deciding what they wanted, and I took her cookware. It's that copper bottom Revereware, and she's used this my entire childhood. When her first set wore out, I'm going to say after about 25 years, she got a new set. Well, this one got home with me without a lid, and I was at the thrift store and found a lid, but I was like, I don't know if it's going to fit. But this pot feels like such a handicap without a lid. And there's not one that I have that actually fits it perfectly. And guess what? I found a Revereware lid for 50 cents, and it fits perfectly. Can you see me? Hi, everybody. So, anyway, I loved that. Mom always kind of does those little fun things for me. And then lastly, I was at a different thrift store today. It's called Tender Hearts. And you know what, guys? I'll be right back. I'm going to get my wipes, because I just like to, they're over here. 1 second. All the thrift stores I go to, thankfully, are quite clean. So I don't go in thinking, oh, I probably wouldn't go in if I thought they were dirty. But I did notice that this little hurricane needed dusting. It was just 50 cents. And maybe I'll pull everything out and then show it to you. So there were some specific things I wanted from the craft store, and I ended up finding one at the thrift store. One thing was a jar of Mod Podge. This is the glossy one, but that's okay. It's 8 ounces and it was only $1. So I found that, and then I found some crackle finish that makes your paint crackle, and that was 50 cents. So I saved quite a bit by not getting it from the actual full price thrift store. Oh, this was really a God thing. I always say it's a God thing when there's something specific that I really wanted, and I always feel like God didn't have to do that, but what a blessing. My sister makes these wonderful ornaments of the state of North Carolina, and the state bird is a cardinal. I don't know, maybe I already showed you these. But anyway, she was looking for tiny little red birds to glue to the ornaments. I'll just lift them up so you can see. And I opened this container, and inside were these little red bird beads, and they are the perfect size. So she was thrilled. I'm going to take these over to her. There's like 25 or 30 of them in there. So that was a fun surprise. Then I found these most adorable cherubs, and they were only 50 cents each. Aren't they sweet? They're plaster, but I'm going to seal them and then paint them with a little bit of an antique varnish. I love cherubs, so I think these are really sweet. And they were only 50 cents each. I needed some thread. I found a whole spool of nice thread, and thread is so expensive. I wonder if the original price is on here. Don't see the original price, but I got this for 50 cents, and it still has the packaging on it. And these are little wooden knobs that I'm going to use as feet on the bottom of my altered boxes. They're just like, they look like a button, but they're not. They say axle cap, but I'm going to use them as feet for the bottom of my boxes. And then I found this beautiful little bottle, and I'm going to alter this and paint it with some chalk paint and put a little image on it. I love this shape. It's so cute. It's about 4 inches tall. and it was 50 cents as well. So all of this stuff, oh, this little jar, I don't know what these clasps are called, but it's like the one that I just showed you on the crock. And I thought this one would be fun to put sugar cubes in as well. From the label on the back, it may have come from Target a while ago, I don't know. But I'll just take that little butcher's twine off and make my own little decoration for it. Yeah, so these little glass pieces and my Mod Podge and my crackle paint, those little things were just things I was lucky enough to happen upon, and they ended up being really reasonable. And this is the little hurricane lamp that I'm going to put in with my primitive Christmas stuff and then use it with the candle. I just need to find something fun for the base, but I thought that was a really sweet size, and again, only 50 cents. So I'll be going back to that one again sometime, but it's a little far, so I don't go very often, and I don't really need to do much thrifting. I was just having so much fun. I think, oh, and then those little crates that I bought from the Dollar Tree, I'm going to paint them. I'm going to use the crackle paint, and I'm going to put for the base color this light brown. It's called golden brown, and then over it I'm going to paint this vanilla cream for contrast, and then the crackle paint, and then I just got some varnish. So I'm excited, had fun, and I thought you might like to see. And the last thing was the 80% off fall decorations, so I got these little cupcake papers. I ran out of them this season, so I have some now for next season. So my little crafting and thrifting haul has come to an end. I hope you enjoyed seeing all my finds. I know I like watching your haul videos, so I'm gonna go get busy working on some more of my little fairy lanterns, and I'll come back and show you how they turned out. But thank you so much for watching. You all have a great rest of your day or night, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.